friends, it's Miss Allison from the Greater Valley YMCA. How are you? We are going to talk about picnics this week. A picnic is when you take a blanket and you go outside somewhere and you eat a meal and you play games and you have a good time. So I have a poem about picnics I wanted to share with you. It tells a little bit more about picnics. A picnic is what it's called. The sun is out and shining. The weather is getting hot. We'll start packing for our picnic and we'll find the perfect spot. We are going on a picnic. We'll drink some lemonade. We'll have some cookies and sandwiches and watch an ant parade. We'll run around and play and lay under a tree. It will be a day of food and fun. Who wants to come with me? So when you go on a picnic, you have to wear certain clothes. So if it was warm outside, you would wear shorts and a t-shirt, maybe bring a bathing suit. If there was somewhere to get wet, you would maybe wear a jacket if it was windy outside. That brings us to the book that I'm gonna read. It's about an animal. Here's a hint. He has 4 groovy buttons. I know you're guessing it. It's Pete the cat and his 4 groovy buttons. So let me set my felt board up and I'm gonna read you one of my favorite stories. Okay, this is called Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. It's written by Eric Litwin and it's illustrated, which means drawing the pictures, by James Dean. He created Pete the Cat. Okay, and I know you guys know the song, so please sing along. Okay, here we go. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, and groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much that he sang this song. Ready? My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Oh no. Pop! Oh no! One of the buttons rolled off and popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 3 buttons, because 4 minus 1 is 3. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Oh no. Pop. Oh no. Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 2, because 3 minus 1 equals 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. Here's Harley. She doesn't cry about her buttons either. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. She likes Pete the Cat. Pop. Oh no, Harley, look what happened. Pete the Cat was getting ice cream and his button fell off. Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 1, because 2 minus 1 equals 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. Pop. Oh no. The last button popped off. Oh no. How many buttons are left? Harley, what do you think? Let's see. 0. 0. 1 minus 1 equals 0. Harley, did Pete cry? Goodness no, 'cause buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and do you know what he saw? His belly button. He kept on singing his song. Okay, here's his song. It's all good. My button, I still have my belly button. My button, I still have my belly button. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing our song. Whoops, I can't even turn the last page. 'Cause buttons come and buttons go. So thank you for joining me for my favorite Pete the Cat book.